welcome back to Dear Sharita, where you guessed it, I'm Sharita. Thank you so much for watching my video today and tuning in. Everybody that are subscribers, I appreciate all of you that have been viewing my videos. And if you like what you see, continue to like, share, and subscribe. So I just wanted to get on here really quickly today. I had a couple things I wanted to talk about. So the first thing is, my last video, I talked about going back into the work field, and my thoughts and feelings surrounding that. So I did say in that last video that I had applied for a position. So I just wanted to give a quick update on that. I was supposed to hear back by Friday, which was last week. I did hear something, but I have not yet heard the final news that I am selected. So I do know that I am in the top 3, and I should be hearing something back soon. So I will definitely keep you posted on that. And the other thing I know I mentioned in my last video, I was talking about favor and how we can ask God for favor with man. And it was a scripture that I referenced, but I didn't give you the actual place for it because I couldn't remember it at that time. And I kind of don't like to leave people hanging in case you wanted to know where that was. So I do have it here with me, and it is Nehemiah, the 1st chapter, and it's the 11th verse, and it says, Lord, this is a king asking for God to allow him to have favor with man as he was going in to meet him. He said, Lord, let your ear be attentive to the prayer of this your servant and to the prayer of your servants who delight in your revering your name. Give your servant success today by granting him favor in the presence of this man. And then at the end of the verse, it says, I was cupbearer to the king. So in the scripture, it pretty much just lets us know, and this was the scripture that I was reading probably about a week prior to going on the interview last Monday. And then when I went to get up that morning and I was in prayer, I remembered this scripture, and I included this as a part of my prayer as I went to go for my interview. So this was what I was talking about when I said I remembered the scripture, and I prayed the prayer asking God to allow me to have favor with man, or with the person that was actually going to be interviewing me, and everybody I came in contact with regarding that interview. And I do believe that I did feel like I had favor because also another update, that Monday I actually did go in, and it was not what I would consider the regular interview. I really did not speak too much. I spoke to the person that would be interviewing me, and then I filled out some paperwork. She asked me to send her I think another copy of my resume, and we actually didn't speak after that. And then the next day she called me back, and she said she wanted me to meet with her in HR, and I actually came in and turned in some paperwork and had a couple of other instructions. And then at that time, that's when she let me know initially that I was in the top running for the position. And then also when I got a call on Friday, it was the same thing. She was still confirming they were still trying to make the decisions. She wanted to make sure she didn't leave me hanging, and let me know that I was definitely a top contender for the position. So now I'm just waiting. Today is Monday, and I'm still waiting to hear back one way or the other. Of course, this is a position I definitely would like to have. However, if this is not the position that God has for me, I am perfectly okay with that as well. Because it's maybe I'll tell you stories about me and God and jobs at another video, but I have a level of trust in God for every single position. He has let me know it was for me. He has also let me know if it wasn't for me, and given me every sign over the years to know what he wanted me to do next, when and how. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. position, but at the same time, ultimately, I want to do what God's will is for my life. So that is where I am when it comes to this particular position. However, I'm still going to update everybody on what happens in my next video. So another thing I wanted to talk about today also was I always thought over the years that it was kind of weird of me, because you come in contact with people, and so okay, let me say it like this. There's a lot of people, there are always people around us. Good things are happening for people around us all the time. Sometimes, we're in that number of things that are happening that are good, and sometimes we're not. But one thing I just noticed, like over the years, about myself, is that I have a truly genuine and sincere excitement, I guess I would call it, or a true, genuine, sincere happiness for other people when they achieve the thing that they're trying to achieve. Like when they set a goal, when someone sets a goal and they reach that goal, whether I had anything to do with it or not, whether I helped them or not, just to hear their information, or to hear that something good is happening for somebody else, it has always brought me to some level of joy. And I never really could explain it to other people. Like, I truly feel like when something good is happening for somebody and they come and they tell me, I feel like it's me. Like I rejoice with them. I congratulate them. I get excited just like as if it was something that occurred for me. And I do feel like that, I don't know, I've noticed over the years a lot of people don't necessarily have that same feeling, I guess. They don't have the same excitement. There's a lot of people that may get jealous when other people are doing better or doing things that they want to do, or just doing good overall, especially if we're in a place where we are waiting for good things to happen to us. And I just truly feel like that is a key. That is key to being able to, when you are rejoicing and feeling good and just being so excited when other people are receiving good things or blessings, if that's what you call it, or just everything is finally coming into play for their life. Like, I don't know. I just really feel like me being happy for somebody else, it just makes it better for me. It kind of some kind of way draws me closer to what I know that God has in store for me. So this kind of came about because earlier, probably not that long ago, somebody sent me earlier today. We were having a conversation or via text, and they let me in on some news that they had just received. That was good news. It was great news, and I paid attention to my body and what happened when I got the news, but I didn't think about it until after the fact. Like I saw the text message, and they let me know about the good news that they received, and I immediately felt like this excited sensation like inside of me. Like I wanted to jump up. And I'm not talking about somebody that's like in my family, somebody that's close to me, somebody I've been best friends with for years or anything like this. This is somebody I have just recently met, and we've had a few conversations, and we're working together, and they shared their information with me, and I felt a level of excitement inside of me that was like, whoa. Like, it felt like I had just received the news myself for something for me. Now, the thing that she told me that happened, I'm also expecting and seeking and looking for something very similar. But in that moment, I didn't think anything about what I was looking for. I didn't think about my own situation in any way. I didn't think about what goal I'm trying to reach in any way. It's just like in that moment, I had a true, genuine excitement for what was happening in her life. Like it was just so exciting. And And it made me feel so good in that moment, as if I had something to do with it. And I know I didn't. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know that this was something that she was working towards or anything. But just to hear this good news, like, I still feel really good about it. As you can see, I'm in like a really good place today. And I'm really excited because just to see that this is something that they have been working on and they accomplished it today, I think it was just awesome. So it just gives me hope that, I don't know, it makes me feel really good when other people succeed. I don't really know what to call that. Maybe if somebody has some type of name to call it, put it down in the comments or in the chat or something and let me know. But I just really felt so good about it. And I feel like this is how we should all strive to be. It's not something that I have practiced being. It's not anything that I believe it's just something that has been placed inside of me, because I've always been this way, even as a kid. And I think it's definitely a characteristic that I have that I enjoy, because I just was so overwhelmed. I was like, oh man, if this is what it feels like when somebody else get the thing that I desire, or it feels like that, when they achieve their goal, I can only imagine what I'm going to feel like when it's actually my news and it's actually me receiving the very thing that they received, and it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I just rejoice for anybody that's, achieving any kind of educational status any goals like that they've met, if they've had a child, anything that they're trying to do. Every step of the way, I truly enjoy congratulating and being a part of it, and to me, it was a privilege for her to even tell me that, because the relationship that we have, she didn't have to share it. And my day was going okay. Like, I wasn't having a bad day or anything like that, but it seemed like when I received her good news, it took my day up a notch. Like, it made me feel good, as if, like, and I've been having good things happen for me. Because I also mentioned, I believe in my video last week, that I was waiting on some things, because I mentioned, just a quick recap. Like I said, I am an entrepreneur. I do have my own private practice, and I have no intention on closing it down. So I am still working on a few things. I'm working with different companies and agencies that require a process that I have to go through. So what it has done is put my business in a standstill. And, I'm having to wait till I get these credentials and go through the processes that it takes to get my business up to the next level. So that's where I am. I'm not closing it down. I'm not taking another job, just because I do believe that I have the ability to work both jobs effectively, especially with my own business. I will have employees also. So I definitely think that I'll be able to manage them both. So right now, with my particular business, I have some, different hurdles that I'm having to jump over to make sure that this can keep going. And on Friday, even though I did not receive the information about me getting the other position, I did receive some other information about one of my contracts being approved with another company, so that I can be able to start doing billing with that particular company. So I am very much appreciative of that. And then there's another thing I've been working on, another goal. I did get some next step news on that. So I think good things have been happening. And I do believe that prayer that I prayed about having favor with man, I don't think that it stopped at my interview. I think that it had just began. Because it seems as though I'm having favor even in these areas, because the contract that I got signed, it was supposed to be a certain amount of days that I would not see any results. And for me to find out that the contract was actually signed as early as it was beyond me. And I know that was only by the grace of God that it happened, because it happened in a time frame that was way ahead of the time that I was told that it was going to happen. So I was very much thankful. So I say all that to say this. Like I said, there's a lot of good things that's been happening for me too. But it just seemed like for me to hear, I don't even think I got excited about my news as much as I did about hearing the news of the person that shared it with me. So I just wonder, I don't know if there's anybody out there, is there anybody else like that out there that is truly, genuinely sincere and really get joy out of other people's successes and out of other people receiving their goals? Let me know, because I just think that it's a great thing and I love it, and I'm gonna keep. And if there's anything out there that you have achieved, any goals, send it to me, put it in the comments, and let me congratulate you, encourage you, and just be and celebrate with you, because I truly enjoy it, and I believe that it makes you know, even in the Bible, the Bible always says rejoice with others when they're rejoicing as well. So I don't know where it originated for me from, but I do remember being even a kid and being excited about everybody, like even the smallest things about other kids even passing to the next grade, you know, like, so I just know that for me to feel this excited about what has happened for her, I know that when the time comes for me, the same goal that she just achieved, I am going to be absolutely ecstatic, and I will be hopeful and prayerful that there are other people that will be very happy and want to celebrate with me. But even if they don't, it'll be fine. So that's all I really wanted to talk about in this quick moment. I will see you guys next week with another video. Like, share, and subscribe, and thank you.